convert between centimeters and meters with the use of an in and out function box. So the first thing that you need to understand about centimeters and meters is that 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. If you know this fact, you will easily be able to convert back and forth from meters to centimeters and centimeters to meters. Now, if you look at a function box, you notice that one measurement is going in the box and the second measurement is coming out of the box. That means that while a number is inside this function box, something has to happen to it. So if we look at our table, we see that 100 centimeters goes in our function box and 1 meter comes out of our function box. That means we're actually going to be dividing by 10 to the second power. All right? 10 to the second power actually means 10 multiplied by itself twice. 10 times 10 is 100. So we know that 100 divided by 100 equals 1. Okay? So we're going to use this information from our function box, from our rule box, okay, and our table to be able to determine the missing numbers on our table. So the next row, it says 250 centimeters goes into our function box, and they want to know how many meters come out. Well, we have determined that the numbers that go in the box need to be divided by 10 to the second power, or 100. So if I divide 250 by 100, that actually tells me that my decimal place that belongs at the end of this zero is actually going to move to the left 2 times. So I'm going to move that to the left twice, and that leaves me with a quotient of 2 5/10. Now I can kind of double check myself because I know that multiplication is the opposite of division. And if I multiply 2 5/10 times 100, I get 250. So I know I'm right on track. All right. The next one is 5 5/10. Now this is the number that's actually come out of the function box. So I'm going to have to do the opposite function to go out the top, right? So I actually have to multiply that times 100, which means that I have to move my decimal 2 spots to the right. I'm going to fill in that space with a 0, so my centimeters are 550. All right, down here again, we have 625 centimeters. We know we're going to divide that by 100, which means we're going to move our decimal place to the left twice, leaving us with a quotient of 6 25/100. Now, you should always see that your centimeter number is going to be larger because those units are smaller. There's 100 of those centimeter units per every meter unit. So your number is going to be larger, 100 times larger, okay? So if you are looking here, you should see that this is 100 times larger than the number in the meter side. So I hope this helps you understand function boxes and converting measurements between centimeters and meters.